Good morning, everyone. We are finally in the Bronx, and we are up in the North Bronx. Well, I guess you could say we're kind of middle Bronx. I don't even know. But we're going to be walking over on Jerome Avenue. So what I'm trying to do is make my way over to 175th. We'll go up 175th, and then we will get over to Jerome and walk underneath the train tracks of the number 4 train. It is a nice morning. It is 50 degrees. We do have a bunch of rain coming in soon. I say soon, it's like in several hours, so we should be good. We should be good on this walk. I do want to get across this concourse, though, man. This is a big it is a big road right here on my left here. If you're wondering what section of the Bronx we're in, you know what? I'll let the locals decide that. Tremont, Mount Hope. But we're going to be walking in the Morris Heights section. And then eventually, I guess, up to Kingsbridge. University Heights, I guess they call that. You can tell I'm not a Bronx local. I am a Brooklyn guy, so... Alright, so we are getting over to 175th. By the way, we are on the Grand Concourse. I think I said that already. And this is where we're going to cross, right over here. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get across this thing, but I'll see if I could snake it. We'll see if we could snake across. Do like Frogger, one lane at a time. There goes one right there. Well, I'm gonna go for the second one now, and the third one. It doesn't look so hard. Yeah, I see you. I see you. Yeah, nice little, I don't know what this is, lighthouse? Interesting. I'm gonna need all you Bronx people to light up the comment section. You guys gotta tell me what all this stuff is. Let me just give you guys a full all the way around. It looks like there's like a little market going on over here. All right, guys, let's start walking. You know what? Let's go down this way. Total exploration mode here, guys. One thing about the Bronx is a lot of these staircases. You find a lot of these staircases. Look at this one. Whoa, this is a, oh man, this is 1, 2, 3 flights down. Look at that. I guess we'll just stay in the street here. Let's turn around and see how high I was. Oh, they got some murals and stuff over here. So if you guys remember the last walk I did, it was a pretty long one. Really stretched my legs out. I'll tell you that much. So my legs are still a little bit in recovery mode. This right here is Walton Avenue. And right over here is 176. That's where I want. I want to get to 176th Street and then get up to Jerome Avenue. But I was saying, yeah, I did that last walk, and I'll tell you, my legs are definitely needing a rest. So I'm going to be up here in the Bronx for a couple of walks and then probably take a little break. You guys shouldn't notice anything because I'll just space out these next two walks. The one thing I'm fighting, and I've been fighting this for a long time, like years, is my right leg. The calf on my right leg has always had issues because I used to be a runner, and let's face it, I did a lot of damage on that leg with all the running I've done over the years. So it's been a reoccurring issue. I wouldn't quite call it old age because I've had this issue like since my 30s. Alright, so here we are, Jerome Avenue, and we're going to just take this down. Now this is the, right above us here, this line here, this is the 4 line. If you get on that train and you go to my left a couple of stops, you end up at Yankee Stadium. And I promised you guys I would take you guys underneath the train tracks. So here we go. We're going to be walking this for a while, so. I'll tell you, it smells like food over here. There's a lot of food. There's a supermarket right here on my right. Time right now is around 11 o'clock in the morning, so it's almost lunchtime. Start to see, people out on the streets. It is a Friday, so most of the kids are in school today. I say most because, not every kid's in school. You might have some younger kids that are, not in school yet. lot of auto shops down here, huh? Well, I knew that coming down here, by the way. Well, I'm telling you guys, there's a lot of auto shops over here. Give you guys a nice look at a different neighborhood you never saw before. I said I wanted to get into the Bronx in the month of January, and we finally did it. We had I wanted to do it last week. We had a train issue last week. This time I decided to just get on the train and sit on the train and wait, and that's how we got out here today. Maybe we'll see a train go over us. We haven't seen one yet. You can see that train trestle's pretty high up there. Look at this. Definitely higher than the elevator rails in Brooklyn, that's for sure. So if you see this kind of squared out area right here, this support area, that's pretty much how high the elevated lines go in Brooklyn. This is East Tremont Avenue. And yes, in case you're wondering, this is a rough area of the Bronx, so definitely not a tourist attraction. And I'm not saying that to be disrespectful. I'm just saying, you know, if you're a tourist, you know, stick to Times Square. Times Square is dangerous in itself. You know, Times Square. Another person was, speaking about Times Square, another person got stabbed up in Times Square. Times Square is right now the most dangerous neighborhood in New York right now. So if you're a tourist and you go to Times Square, you get some you could build up some credentials, I guess, and say that you survived Times Square. Looks like this van's had some better days. Man, look at this van. Burnside Avenue subway station. Damn, that music came on right as I was walking by, man. That shit was loud. That was loud. Got a lot of these mobile car washes lined up underneath the elevator rails. Dollar Junction across the street there. Got a lot of music going on here. Because I like to talk over the music so I don't get hit with the copyright. So I'll get across the street and see what's going on over there. You know what? Let's just stay in the street. Check out this area. Play that funky music, white boy. Well, you got a white boy right here walking underneath Jerome Avenue in the Bronx. So well, I'm definitely not playing any music. You know what? I was gonna go across the street and the traffic stopped me, so let's just get back on this side. Never mind. Never mind, man. (181st Street). We are walking north. If you keep walking north, man, along this road, I guess eventually you run into that park. There's a park and there's a golf course, and you eventually end up in Yonkers. That's the next big thing after Bronx. The next big thing after the Bronx is Yonkers. So. Alright, here we go. Moving along. I said earlier, weather's really nice today. It's kind of damp out. It's got that springtime feel to it. We're gonna get some rain. It's not gonna stay warm that long though. It's gonna get right back into winter time. So if you're in the New York area, you definitely don't want to get too used to this stuff. A lot. I mean, I've never seen. There's a lot of car wash, little pop-up, startup car wash, businesses underneath the L here. It's elementary school right here on my right side here. KIPP Freedom Elementary School. I'm just cutting through these streets, trying to pay attention to traffic lights. Traffic lights are a little quick over here. They're not like Brooklyn where the light changes after about a minute. Over here it's a little different. I'm gonna get across the street, finally get across the street, guys. This right here is Evelyn Place. All right, I finally got across the street. So if you're enjoying this walk, please hit that like button. It does help, so hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, welcome in, subscribe. We walk all over New York City, all over the 5 boroughs. We're finally in the Bronx after not being here for about a year. If you guys want to see how far it is for me to travel up here to do walks, just look at a New York City subway map, all right? Pull out a New York City subway map right now. Just look at Coney Island. And you can find the D train, and I'm pretty much at the ends of the D line. And I basically came all the way up that line to just a couple of stops north of Yankee Stadium. It's a long ride. Good thing is the D train is an express train, so I got up here pretty quick actually, even with a 5-minute train delay. I got up here in about 55 minutes. You have the sanitation guy talking to a business owner about the trash in the front. There's a lot of garbage down here. I'll be honest, this is probably some of the dirtiest streets I've seen in a while. This right here is Monroe University, School of Allied Health Professions. Changing lives for over 90 years. Another car wash. So let's think about this. We've been through neighborhoods. I think it was the 20th Avenue. I can't remember which walk it was, but there was one walk where we passed a laundry, I think it was a laundromat on every block. I think that was 20th Avenue in Bensonhurst. And then there was another walk where every block had a pizza place. That might have been 5th Avenue in Park Slope, I don't know, but this is the walk of car washes. And not just those car washes that you drive your car into. It's a lot of small, here's another one right here. Small business. They just do these on the side of the street here. This right here is Fordham Road, and this is the Fordham Road subway station for the 4. This is a busy area. We're in I guess they like to call it, I don't know if they call it University Heights up here anymore, but very popular area. This is West Fordham Road. I guess I should wait for this light. This is one of those lights. It doesn't look like I would want to try to cross against the red. There we go. That guy went right through the red light. You saw that? Good thing I wasn't in the crosswalk right there. So I had my eye on him though the whole time. There is one thing I want to show you guys. There's a nice, beautiful armory somewhere around here. We'll see if we make our way to that spot. Oh, there's a nice church over here. You know, I got to show you guys a church. So whenever I have an opportunity, I will break off of course and show you a church. So here we go. I don't know what church this is. Let's find out together. St. James. This is St. James, guys. Very nice church. Look at the right over the red barn style doors. I call them barn doors. There is a church bell. Hold on, let me get a better look there. You guys see the bell above the door? Nice church bell above the door. Here's a look at the church. We're about a little over 30 minutes on this walk. I'm good, thank you. You guys just walking around selling some sneakers. It goes to Jerome Avenue Station, Post Office, Bronx. There's the zip code of the area, 10468. Looks like we got a park here to my right. I want to get back across the street. There's some more stuff to see on that side than on this side, so. Traffic is not that bad down here on this end. Very easy to get across. This must be the quiet area, I guess. More car washes. All right, here's that armory I was telling you about, coming up on the next corner. Here you go, guys. This is the armory I was telling you about. Look at this thing. This thing, I believe, was built in 1901. And by the way, I had to cut the I had to stop the recording for a second because there's just a lot of music coming out of cars, and as you can hear behind me, speakers. And it's I guess you could call that a minefield when it comes to YouTube, because they don't want you putting any like reproduced music over the streams. So sometimes I gotta stop and adjust. Isn't this beautiful? Look at this. Like a castle. I'm not sure, but I believe the National Guard works out of this building, is stationed out of this building. I'm not sure though. Amazing. Look at that. See the big metal doors, gated doors up there? It's pretty much this whole block. Look at that, all the way down. And by the way, I believe we are on Kingsbridge. Kingsbridge Road. And I guess we'll wrap it up here. We'll do some walking up this way. Let's just walk up this way. I want to thank everybody for tagging along. Like I said earlier, if you enjoy these walks, hit the like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. And for all my regular people out there, hello. This right here is Grand Avenue, the street that we're crossing over right now. I'll tell you, some of the food over here smells really good. Emilio's Pizza. Emilio's Pizza right here on the corner of Aqueduct Avenue West. If you guys or anybody local from the area watching, feel free to hit the comment section. Let us know let us know about the neighborhood if there's something I walked by and missed, or like I said, I am not a Bronx person, I am a Brooklyn person, so might be somebody out there. I get a lot of comments from people that no longer live in the area, so might even be a person that used to live in this area that's watching. Let's get over to the other side. This is University Avenue. I think they call this area University Heights. And we'll just go this way, I guess. I don't want to wait for a light. Oh, there's a bit of a breeze coming right into the camera. That's always nice. What we'll do is we'll wrap up the walk going down one of these side streets here, and that'll be that. See what the neighborhood looks like. West 192nd Street. We're in the high numbers. That's where we are. We're in the high numbers right now. Walk down this street and see what we find. This is where we'll wrap it up. And stay tuned, we will have another walk in the Bronx coming up after this. I'm going to take you guys in the next walk. We're going to actually start the walk off on the next walk in front of a very famous home. Hint, hint. We'll walk down Grand because I saw some homes on Grand I wanted to take a look at. So that's how we'll end this walk up. Look at some of these residential homes over here. There you go. So we were in the nitty-gritty neighborhood of the Bronx, and we ended up with some of these nice big old-style homes on Grand Avenue. Nice way to end it, right? That is a nice home. That's a really nice big home. And you got this one right here on my left. Giving you guys all flavors underneath the train tracks. Some nice big homes. That is a nice home right there. Look at that home. Now, I'm realistic. I know that not everyone stays for the entire walk. People like to skip around. We do have a good portion of people that do watch the entire walk because I have a very good ratio on my walks. But for those those of you that, well, I'm speaking to the ones that are staying here. For those of you that have stayed, this is what you got to see at the end. I was going to say, for those of you that have left, that makes no sense, though. If they left, they're not even listening to me right now. Very nice homes here on Grand Avenue. Alright guys, I think that's it for me on this one. So stay tuned for the next one. We started this walk, I don't even remember where we started this walk. We were on the Grand Concourse somewhere on 175th Street. And we ended up over here at Kingsbridge and Grand Avenue. So stay tuned for the next walk. Until then, hope everyone has a great day. Take care. And bye-bye.